What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for what is the final review for the Walking Dead video game series. This one is going to be for Season 4, Episode 4, the series finale, Take Us Back.
Everyone's counting on me to step up. I can't let another kid die.
We're not gonna let that happen. I promise.
You don't understand. I'm trying to protect you!
The first person who taught me about survival was Lee.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing my video review and my final review for the series finale of the Walking Dead video game series. This is for Season 4, Episode 4, of course, the last episode, which, I mean, honestly... yeah, absolutely insane. So yes, I've officially finished the Walking Dead video game series. I can now say I've seen the entire series all the way through, which I'm very happy about. And, you know, honestly, this episode, I mean, I just can't wait to get into it because honestly, I've never had such mixed emotions with an episode before of, intensity, excitement, feeling, you know, sad, upset, mad, you know, all that stuff to, you know, super surprised, happy, positive ending. I mean, I don't know, guys. I have such mixed emotions with this episode right now. So, if you guys don't know, yes, I have been reviewing the entire Walking Dead video game series all the way through. And I know a lot of people have really enjoyed the review, so it is unfortunate that it is ending. But we will be starting the Michonne game, which is going to be coming up in August. So that is not going to be this month. For the next upcoming Tuesdays of the rest of this month, they are going to be basically free on the channel to do whatever whatever we want to do. They're not going to be reviews for the Walking Dead video game series. And once we do the Michonne game, which will be coming up in August, then we will do Uncharted. Which Uncharted, I promised Megamat, so that is going to be coming up, I believe, in September is what I'm going to do the Uncharted game for. I think I'll start Uncharted in September, and we'll go on through, with that. And hopefully around that time, we'll have seen the Walking Dead Season 10 finale, and we'll start discussing that stuff as well. So, wow. So, anyway, let's discuss this because I did say to Brian Akeem, and I'm sure he remembers, that, this review probably will be pretty long because there are a lot of things to cover, but I will try to keep the review not too long either because, I know it's, something that, because honestly, this is one of those episodes where you don't want to talk about the emotional stuff too much, but at the same time, you want to talk about it as well, and, I just want to say before I get into it, I love this episode. I really do. I was questioning it definitely a lot throughout. I was really kind of uncertain about just the direction the episode was going, but by the time it ended, I mean, I was more than ever happy with the ending. I mean, honestly. And maybe we could do a video coming up too where we discuss the ending of the Walking Dead comic book series to the ending of the Walking Dead video game series, and which one I like better. Without further ado, let's talk about this episode. Let's talk about everything, every little detail about this episode. Now, obviously, this episode starts off with a really intense scene, and right away, I was on the edge of my seat when we see, Clementine and AJ, and they're on the ship or whatever, and they get off. Now, everything goes good, they do get off, they're safe and everything like that, but definitely, they definitely have a close call, and it's a very exciting scene at the beginning to really get you excited for the episode. Now, they do get away, they run into Violet and the others who made it out as well, and Minnie shows up. So, now, obviously, in my version, Lily is not alive. Of course, I let AJ basically kill her, which rightfully so, because according to Brian, James would have been killed if I didn't have that happen. So, kind of a good thing that, Lily has been killed, because, Lily is a character you just can't redeem, and in my version, she's already dead in this version, so just for people to keep in mind, that's one decision I want to make clear in this episode. Lily is not alive. Now, I do want to also say as well that Minnie, I was completely surprised to see Minnie in this episode out of nowhere, and, I was really, that basically her goal is to try to kill Clem, which she tries to do many times in this episode, as well as die with her brother Ten. Now, obviously she's on their trail throughout the whole episode, and most of the time you don't know it, and we have Violet and the others, and basically they go into a cave, so they try to, basically try to find a way out, basically, and Clementine and them, they make it across the water and stuff, and you have James, basically, that has a huge freak out, because of what AJ has been doing and how dark AJ is. And, yeah, AJ has been doing some crazy decisions for sure, but James just completely, does not agree with it. And basically, James leaves in this episode. He, just can't deal with it, and we have a bit of a fight between Clem and James and kind of how they see the world and how, they see the zombies and stuff like that, and how Clem sees it one way, James sees it another way. And, honestly, but man, when he was going at AJ, man, when James was trying to hurt AJ, that is the limit for me. I was like, man, honestly, that's not cool. So James basically leaves, and that is the end of James's character. That is the end of his storyline. Now we get to see a really, really cool scene as they're trying to get back home, and at this point in the episode I was like, man, what are they gonna have happen? Because you have Clementine, AJ, and Violet, and they're basically they're walking back home or whatever, but you have it's really interesting because you have 10 with them as well, and they're all kind of walking home. And at this moment in the episode I was like, man, what are they gonna have happen? Because they're all walking back home, everything's kind of peaceful. They're talking about what they want to name the community when they get back, which you guys are gonna have to apologize. I'm gonna have to apologize to you guys in this video. I did not catch. I played this episode days ago, so I'm kind of forgetting the names of the suggestion of names or whatever. That basically and I had in this episode I decided that Clem basically gave the option to Violet to what to name the community or whatever once they get back and they can start rebuilding and stuff like that. So I left that decision, the name of the community, up to Violet or whatever, but I forget what she named it. So, but it's really cool. So, basically, we have, the bridge scene. So, this is the big moment of this episode. Now, Minnie wants 10 to die with her, basically, and we have AJ that makes another kind of crazy decision in this episode to, basically kill 10, which did happen. Yeah, now, obviously, I'm one of those people that, you may disagree with me, but I actually agree with what AJ does. Every decision AJ has done in this season, yes, it's brutal, but honestly, every decision to me is justified. It is, as AJ would say, right? It's like, it's justified, but I don't know. I love this kid, honestly. I think he's awesome. I think he really gets things done when he needs to, and honestly, I don't question AJ at all. I really don't. It's not like he's just murdering people for no reason. Like, then I would question him. He's getting rid of the problems. He's doing things that need to be done in those situations. And yeah, you could say he's maybe a little trigger happy, but I mean, honestly, aren't they all at some point in the apocalypse if they survive this long? Like, honestly, I don't know. Because then after that, Violet is upset at AJ for what he did and killed 10 basically. And honestly, I get it, but at the same time, I don't question AJ too much. Now, Clementine and the leg. Now, let's talk about this. I mean, honestly, this is the worst part of the episode for me, is that they make you think that Clementine dies. Now, in terms of how it was done and how the episode plays out and the music and how they make you feel and how they make you feel like Clementine's going to die in this episode, I can't delay this any further. She messes up her leg, Minnie dies, of course, everything like that goes down, but we find out after all this time, and I knew it. I knew that I knew it was too good to be true that the whole still not bitten would go on and on and on. And basically, we get to find out that, yeah, she's been bitten. So, okay, so, I mean, as soon as that happened, I had to pause the game. I had to stop right there. I was like, no, pause, like, honestly. And I took about 10 minutes or so and just, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was like, wow, this ending is horrible. If they're gonna kill, Clem by just having a bite. And basically, now, I like how they relate back to season 1 with Lee. And this is the best part as well, too, is that, and I mean, I called it. I knew it. And it's really funny because I said this in the channel too. I said it 1,000 times over that they better not have Clem die like Lee and AJ has to put Clem down. I was like, they better not do that. And, it's even worse because he doesn't have any bullets. And just... oh, man, the scene with the axe is still just so sad to me when he thinks that he has to put her down. He's got the guts on. He's ready to go. He even thinks, which is also a callback to an episode before, that he may just stay there and die with Clem, basically, and Clem wants him to survive or whatever. Clementine's basically like, I didn't get this far for you just to die right here. I want to, please live for me. Please, live. And AJ, according to what we see in this episode, has to put Clementine down. She's basically dying, and she's bitten now, and it's just like Clem in Season 1 and Lee in Season 1, and just how everything goes down there. Now, except it's an axe, not a gun. Now, this is when I paused the game. I was like, are you kidding me? Clementine is dead. And at that moment, I was even like, oh my god, I don't even know, like, how I'm supposed to continue from that, And I was really kind of just, it was a really emotional moment. I gotta admit, guys, I wish I filmed me playing this, because honestly, I was losing it. I mean, honestly, I was losing it in this game. I was like, wow, I cannot believe they've killed Clem like this. It's like, I like how they did the connection to Season 1, but what a terrible, terrible thing to do for your series finale. And then they give you a flashback. So then they make you think that Clementine is dead this whole time. You have basically Clem, and she's, now this is a scene, I do want to specify, this is a scene between Season 3 and Season 4. And I can't believe they did this, I said this in between Season 3 and Season 4 reviews a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, I was really upset, if you noticed in my Season 4 premiere review, that they didn't show her finding AJ. Well, there you go. They completely proved me wrong. They showed how she found AJ. He's locked up in a little cage and all that kind of stuff. And, I just, wow, really crazy. And when Clementine is dying, it's really sad too, where, she more so says this later on, which we'll get to as well, but she had no idea this whole time, all this time, where they were going. She had no destination. She admitted it to AJ at the end. She never had a real place to go. She just didn't want to make AJ worry, and that is really crazy. And, let's talk about the ending. So, we get the time skip, okay? We get a little bit of time that passes by, not too much longer, but just a little bit of time that passes by, and they make you think this whole time that Clementine has died, basically, and that AJ is going on without her. We have the fishing, we have Clementine's hat in the water, which I'm just like, oh my god, like, what are you doing to me, And anyway, so, and I gotta admit, I got a little emotional in this episode, I really did. Which I'm not a guy to get very emotional, but when you get this connected to a character like Clem, man, it gets you. And man, when I thought she was dead, and then you see her hat in the water, you see the flashback of her finding AJ, it broke me. Honestly, I was like, wow, like they really, they did a good job. And basically, let's not delay it any further. So, Clementine is very much alive. She is very much alive. And we see her basically pop up out of nowhere. And at first, I was like, Telltale, don't do this to me. Don't do these hallucinations to me. Don't do this type of thing. And it took me a minute before I realized that, wow, Clementine is actually okay. She actually survived. And she has one leg now. And basically, I guess the way they wanted to end Clementine's story in the Telltale series is that basically in a way where Clem is still alive, she is very much alive, but she is, no longer the Clem that that she was before. She is, she can't run anymore. She basically did her job, and the episode basically ends with Clem in a way, too, of the end of her story being where she really, she only has one leg. She can't really protect AJ as well anymore. And it's sad. It really is. She only has one leg. And I guess, we can't really say still not bitten, but in a way we still can, because, she's been saved at the end of the episode. And we have Lewis. We have, Violet and everybody else at the end of the episode, and they're all happy, and everything is going well at the end of the episode. And this is one, like I just said, we have Clementine that says, I never had a real, destination for us to go to, but now we finally found a place that's safe or whatever, and it's really crazy. So we have the ending of it, and man, I was not wanting this to end. As soon as I saw Clementine or whatever, I was like, please give me more of this. And we have the ending, and I love the ending. The ending is amazing, with AJ, and he's walking through the hallway, and you have The Walking Dead, Skybound Entertainment, all the people that have worked on it, The Walking Dead, the final season. The logo shows up on the wall, and then you have thanks for playing, the end, as you see the hat, placed or whatever with the, thanks for playing. And we have AJ that basically walks out at the end, and that is the end of the Walking Dead video game series. So, wow. So I feel like what I need to do in this video, because we're just talking about this episode, but I feel like I need to do a series review now for this entire series and just talk about everything throughout the whole show and just everything that this game has included, because honestly, this has been an amazing game, guys. This episode itself is a roller coaster of emotion, and honestly, I'm happy. I thought Clem was dead. I really did. I thought that this was it. mean, her story is over. She only has one leg now, so of course it has to kind of end here. But I'm just happy that the character even survived at all. So, wow, really, really great. So, yeah, definitely, I have to say a huge thank you to all you guys for watching these videos, these reviews. If you guys want to discuss this episode more with me, it'll be tomorrow afternoon on Brian's stream, and I'm really happy he's doing that as well too, because we have the Plague tomorrow night, so I probably wouldn't be able to catch it anyway. So I'm very happy that Brian's going to be doing his live stream on tomorrow afternoon, so I can catch it and we can discuss this last episode of the Walking Dead video game series. So yeah, tomorrow 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, catch the live stream on Brian's channel. We will be discussing the series finale of The Walking Dead, and as well too, I'm very excited to see where Brian takes these streams, of course, after now we're done with the Walking Dead video game series. If Brian will maybe do one stream about the Michonne game once I can actually get around to reviewing it as well. And that's one ask I have for Brian as well. Do you mind doing one live stream in August about the Michonne game once I review it and all that kind of stuff? I know it's not your favorite. I'm just saying that, I want to see if you could still do one, because honestly, I definitely want to talk about the Michonne game more than just in, one review. I definitely want to talk about it in, a full live stream or whatever. So, yeah, anyway, so I want to say a huge thank you for you guys. Anybody that's been watching the Walking Dead video game reviews all the way through, I'm sure this feels like an end of an era, but I want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys. And don't worry, the Michonne game we'll be talking about that next month in August, so not that far away from here. We have a lot of things to look forward to, the online Comic-Con, the Plague, so we have a lot of things on this channel coming up. But yes, the video game reviews of The Walking Dead are ending for now until August, when we will review the Michonne game, and then in September when we will be starting the Uncharted game, of course, recommended by Megamat. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. That is the end. That is the conclusion of the Walking Dead video game series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your comments down below about this episode, what you thought about it, and I will see you guys really soon for another video. Of course, if you're new here, guys, click the subscribe button so I'm sending my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for some more Walking Dead videos. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.